Hello everyone in class 1 in the Department of Chemical Engineering. Today we have the first electronic class for the English language task, and today we're going to take chapter 6. In the first part in this video, we will start from the beginning of chapter 6 every day, starting from page 40, and this video will finish at the end of page 43. In this chapter, we have terms such as you can see in the top here, the time, present simple with he and she, always, sometimes, never, and words that go together. They call it collocations, and days of the week as well. In the starter, in the beginning, we have the time. So we're gonna read together how we say the time at the different local time. Here, it is 9 o'clock. It is 9 o'clock. It is 9:30. It is 9:30. It is 9:45. It is 10 o'clock. It is 10:15. So when we are in the exact time, we use o'clock. When we have time with parts of the hour, we don't use o'clock. See, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 10:15. It is 9:45. Here, dear student, you need to do this by yourself. So here, we should say it is 2 o'clock. It is 2 o'clock. Here, it is 2:30. As you can see, we don't use o'clock because it is not the exact time, the exact hour. So it is 2:30. Here, it is 2:45. Here, it is 3 o'clock. And here, it is 3:15. 3:15. Here, we're gonna listen to the conversation about asking the time, how you ask someone about the time. So the person A and the person B. The person A, what time is it, please? It's important to use please when you ask. What time is it, please? It is 9 o'clock. It is 9 o'clock. Thank you very much. So we have the person A who asking, who start the conversation, and he finish it. What time is it, please? The other guy, it is 9 o'clock, depend on here. Thank you very much. To help yourself improve the skill of speaking in terms of asking about the time, work with a partner. Find a partner, maybe because we are not in our classroom now, you can find a partner from your family or from your neighborhood. Work with a partner, ask and answer questions about the time. So here we used this time, 9 o'clock. If again, when you work with a partner and use the watch, the time here, not the watch here, again, the question should be, what time is it, please? It is 7:15. Thank you very much. What time is it, please? It is 1:45. Thank you very much. What time is it, please? It is 8:40. Thank you very much. What time is it, please? It is 11:10. Thank you very much. Now we move to page number 41. Here, it is kind of listening. What time do you get up? What time do you get up? Here, you should listen to me and circle as this example, circle the right time. So listen to Kim talking about her school days. Circle this way the time, because with each picture representing each activity of Kim school day, there is exact time. You're gonna hear it when I read the scripts. So it is number 3. You should concentrate with me and have a pencil in your hand. So you should circle the right time with each picture. Here the title is Kim's Day. Kim. Well, on school days, I get up at 7:45. I have breakfast at 8. I have breakfast at 8. And I go to school at 8:30. I have lunch in school with my friends. That's at 12:15. It is early in our school. I leave school at 3:30. In the afternoon, and I walk home with my friends. I get home at 4:30. I get home at 4:30, have tea, and watch television. I go to bed at 11 o'clock on school days, but later at the weekend, of course. So according to what you heard from me, you should, during your listening, circle the right time with each picture. This is how it is going in this practice. Then listen again and practice the sentences, because you need to talk this way. You will listen again from me. Kim's day. Kim. Well, on school days, I get up at 7:40, 45. I have breakfast at 8, and I go to school at 8:30. I have lunch in school with my friends. That's at 12:15. It is early in our school. I leave school at 3:30 in the afternoon, and I walk home with my friends. I get home at 4:30, have tea, and watch television. I go to bed at 11 o'clock on school days, but later on at the weekend, of course. So what you heard from me, you need to practice yourself to be ready to speak this way or similar to this way. Here, or again, work with a partner, talk about your day. For example, I get up at 7:30, or anytime you really get up on. I have a breakfast at, so you tell your partner at the time, about the time you had your breakfast on. Here, the very common questions. Listen and repeat the questions. What time do you get up? What time do you get up? What time do you have breakfast? So This is the style of the questions. What time do you get up? What time do you have breakfast? Again, work with another partner. Ask and answer questions about your day. What time do you go to work? The answer will be, I go to work at 8:15. 8:15. I go to work. As you can see, this is present simple because we are talking about habits, about something we do every day. Now we move together to page 42. To page 42. You know, this is the page 42, and the best way is you open your book because the two pages should be opened together so we can see what we have to do with this task. Here we will see a day in the life of Elliot Maddox. A day in the life of Elliot Maddox, which is Elliot's days. Elliot lives in New York. He is 22 years. He is 22 and a computer millionaire. He is the director of netstore247.com, a shopping site on the internet. This is a typical day for him. This is a typical day for him. Here, of course, we will find a lot of present simple. He, she, and always, sometimes, never. This is the terms that we're gonna see. If you watch before we start studying, as you can see, he wake up at 6 a.m. and he have his breakfast at 6:45. He go to work at 7:15. He had lunch, sandwich and cola at 1 p.m. and he leave work obviously at 8 p.m. He went back to his house at 9:15, and he worked in the house between 9:30 to 11:30, and he went to bed. From the pictures, of course, he went to bed at 11:45. So this is a day of Elliot's life and the pictures. Now let's see what we have to do. Read about Elliot Maddox and look at the pictures. Are his days busy? Obviously it is busy, starting from 6 o'clock a.m. to almost midnight. So it is of course a busy day. Now read the sentences about his day and write the time. So the time is available in the pictures. We have to read the sentences and put the right time from the pictures. He gets up at 6 o'clock and he has a shower. So he gets because it is present simple at 6 o'clock. We used a clock because it is exact hour, 6. He has breakfast at 6:45 a.m. He leaves home at 7:15 a.m. and he goes to work by a taxi. 7:15. He has lunch, a cola and a sandwich in his office at 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. Number 5. He always works late. He leaves work at 8 p.m. in the evening, or we should say at 8 o'clock in the evening, because since we said in the evening, we don't have to put the p.m. So he always works because it's present simple. He always works late. He leaves work at 8 o'clock in the evening. He sometimes buys a pizza and eat it at home. He gets home at 9:15. He never goes out in the evening. He works at his computer until 11:30. He always goes to bed at 11:45. He watches television in bed. So this is the times that extracted from the pictures. And the most important thing that since we are talking about the daily habits, the activities of each day for Elliot, so it should be a present simple. That's why we found gets, has, leaves, goes, has, works, buys, goes, watches. All these are a sign of the present simple, of the high present simple. We have here a grammar spot. Underline the verbs in sentences from 1 to 8. For example, gets up and has. So where is the verbs in our sentences? Gets up, has, leaves, goes, has, works, leaves, buys, gets, goes, works, goes, watches. Okay, what is the last letter? We always use S is the last letter of the verbs and the present simple condition. Number 2, in this grammar spot, look at the adverbs. Always, sometimes, never. Always we mean 100%. It is all the time happening. Sometimes mean it is 50%. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Never mean never happened, so it is 0%. So find always, sometimes, and never in the sentences from 1 to 8. So always, sometimes, Never. Always. So this is the adverbs in the sentences. Now we have a pronunciation. Listen to the pronunciation of S at the end of the verbs. Practice the verbs. So we have three different pronunciations for the S in the end of the verb in the condition of present simple. For example, gets up, S, S, gets up, works, S, eats, S. While for these verbs, lives, Z, lives, has, goes, leaves, buys, does, and we have the eyes, watches, is, watches. So the yes in the end of the verb have three different pronunciations depend on the used words. Now we have number 4, questions and negative. Read the questions, complete the answers. So you have read the questions and put the right answer, which is here already to help you. What time does he get up? What time does he get up? Of course, you understand that we don't put S here because we already used does. He gets up at 6 o'clock or 6 a.m. When does he go to bed? We don't say goes because we use does. When does he go to bed? He goes to bed at 11:45. Does he go to work by taxi? Yes, he does. Does he have lunch in a restaurant? No, he doesn't. Does he go out in the evening? No, he doesn't. Now we have this grammar spot. He gets up at 6. He has breakfast at 6:45. Positive. He doesn't have lunch. He doesn't go to bed late. Doesn't is does not. This is for the negative. Now for the questions. What time does he have a breakfast? Does he work late? Yes, he does. Or no, he doesn't. So this is how it is going. Now, number 5, work with a partner. Ask and answer questions about Elliot's day. So the question number 1, when does he leave home? When does he leave home? He leaves home at 7:15. Then number 2, does he go to work by bus? No, he goes to work by a taxi. Number 3, where does he have lunch? Where does he have lunch? He has lunch in his office. He has lunch in his office. Number 4, does he usually work late? Yes, he does, every day. Number 5, does he eat in the restaurant? Does he eat in a restaurant? No, he doesn't. He eats at home. No, he doesn't. He eats at home. And number 6, what does he do in the evening? What does he do in the evening? He works. He never goes out. He works. He never goes out. Now write the negative sentences. Live London. He doesn't live in London. Drive to work. He doesn't drive to work. Work in a bank. He doesn't work in a bank. Have a lot of friends. He doesn't have a lot of friends. Go to bed late. He doesn't go to bed late. Here, complete the chart in the present simple. So we have I, you, he and she, we, they. We have the positive, we have the negative, and we have the questions. It's all about work. So I work, you work, he and she works, we work, they work. For the negative, I don't work, you don't work, he and she doesn't work, we don't work, they don't work. For the questions, do I work? Do you work? Does she work? Does he work? Do we work? Do they work? So this is the first part. I didn't continue to the end of the chapter in the same video to avoid the large size of the video, and that will be difficult for you to download. So here we finished in the end of page 43. In the other video, we will start from the page 44 to the end of the chapter, which is on page 47. Thank you very much. I am available to answer your questions all the time, day and night, 24/7. Thank you very much and wish you all the best.